Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the Soul Print today. My name is Siara, and I am bringing you a new series which has helped me tremendously. I'm going to share with you tips and tools and advice on how to discover yourself after a discard from a narcissist. So the series is called Discovery After Discard. And what exactly does that mean? Well, when a narcissist discards you, you can feel devastated, confused, enraged, heartbroken, deep sadness. The list goes on. And what I've learned through my own experience and through my own negative emotions that have come up, I have been able to change and shift them into something positive, which has given me the fuel and the power to press on and pull forward. Now, it's really hard to do this when you are constantly giving attention to the wrong things. And what are the wrong things when you find yourself in this situation, in this discard phase? The wrong things that you give your attention to is that person who did it, who discarded you, what he's doing, what he or she is doing, the new supply, paying attention to, everything that you gave to that relationship. Once you are in the discard phase, this is the time where you can truly discover who you are, where you are, who you want to be, and where you want to go. And that is what I've been doing during this discard phase, which might be a phase for him, but it's not a phase for me. This is a new chapter of my life. And in so many ways, I almost wanted to hate him, but I'm actually appreciative of how he removed himself from my life. And through this discovery, I've started to see that in order for me to grow and move on to my purpose, which is the person that I'm supposed to be with, the person that I want to be, he would have never been able to be in my life for those things to happen. A, because he's not the person that I need to be with. B, he's not going to help me get to where I need to go. A narcissist has one thing in mind, and that is only for their benefit. So you will never benefit from that situation. You will never benefit from that relationship, which means you will never grow within that relationship. And that's what life is all about. That's what we are here to do. We are here to grow. So if we can't grow, we're not living, we're dying. And who wants to live a life where you're not fulfilled, where you're not happy, where you're not being treated the way that you want to be treated? And this is one of the ways that I've been able to battle cognitive dissonance, that I've been able to successfully defeat the narcissist ploys of trying to get me to react to him, even after the discard. In my last video, I discussed with you a situation where he was trying to get me to emotionally react. And I'm so glad that I've put in the self-care work in order to gain the resilience to not react, because had I not done that, I probably would have given him an emotional reaction. But one thing that he did not count on when he discarded me was that I was going to go so deep, that I was going to dig so deep and discover who I really am. And that's one thing that the narcissist is not counting on you to do. When they discard us, they think that we are weak. They think that we are discouraged. And they think that we are so broken to the point that we're just going to wait for their return. And that is the joke on them. You have to be able to turn it around. And you can do it. I know you can, because I am doing it. And I know that if I can do it, everyone else that finds themselves in this situation can very well do it. So how do you discover yourself after discard? Well, what helped me was going back to all the things that I know to do to make myself feel better within. So every day I've been learning more and more about chakras and balancing my emotions and processing them. And y'all, when I tell you that the chakra balancing, the chakra cleansing is so real and it's so healing, you have to do it. You have to. It's not a silly practice. It's very real. It's very moving, and it's very changing. And it really, really helps me stay grounded. It really, really helps me stay at peace. And the second thing that I started to do is change my thoughts in the way that I think. When you are in an emotionally draining and toxic relationship, all of their thoughts and their energy latches onto you. And so through this discovery, you have to get back to knowing who you are. You have to get back to that self-trust. You have to wash away and cleanse yourself from all of that doubt and negativity. And the best thing about the discard is that they're no longer around to keep throwing their darkness and negativity on you. It's so life-changing when you start to change your perspective and see that, wow, in order for me to discover who I am, that person had to go. I was not going to get to the place that I need to be with them on my back. And I had to realize that I'm not going to get to where I want to go. My destination is not with him. So through this discard, I was able to see that my destination is not here. And once you see that your destination is not with them, that this is just a part of the story, that this is not the end of the story, you can feel yourself literally feeling empowered. So trust me when I say that you can discover yourself, you can discover who you are after this discard. The first thing that I learned how to do was I started to embrace all emotions. So that meant when I felt negative, or when I feel negative, because I'm still going through these symptoms, guys. When I feel negative, I think about what I get to the bottom of what it is that I'm thinking about. And then I address that. You know, he really wanted an emotional reaction out of me, and I didn't realize that I was really bothered by the situation until an entire week later, which was him having his new supply call me while he was in the shower. And I didn't see that I was upset about this or realize that I was upset until a week later. And so I had to ask myself, why am I upset? And this is what you need to ask yourself. Why are you upset? Why is this or that bringing you down? Okay? And once you realize why you are upset, whatever insecurity that is, you have to be real with yourself. Then you replace that negative thought. And with that, you replace that negative emotion. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen instantaneously. You have to continue to replace your negative thoughts. I listened to Louise L. Hay. I've been listening to Dr. Christiane Northrup. I think that's how you say her name. And I've really just been pouring positivity into my mind all day long. It is going to take work to discover yourself after this. It's going to take so much work, but it's work that we've been neglecting, and it's work. Just imagine, had you did this work beforehand, we would have never been in this situation. We would have easily been able to see the signs and not ignore the signs. There were signs in the beginning of the relationship that warned you to not continue on, and through all of the information that we now know, like the gaslighting and the manipulation tools that narcissists use, we were susceptible to that type of behavior. After you go through what you're going through now, and once you discover who you are and you learn all of the things that you need to learn, this will never be able to happen again. I know for me, I can stand by this principle that this will never happen to me again. Because you know why? I am learning myself. I am learning to listen to my body. I am learning to listen to my instincts. I know now to walk away the moment I feel uncomfortable. And there's no giving anyone the benefit of the doubt. There's no, giving people time to work on things. If there is something that you're making me feel uncomfortable with, I walk away. And that's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. And so with that, after this discard, I've been learning to discover my real core issues. And it brought me to the reality that I had emotional problems and insecurities way before the relationship. And so I was able to pinpoint how this person was able to come into my life and stay longer than what he should have. You can discover who you are, who and where you want to go through this discard. I know that it's tough right now. I know that it might feel impossible. But trust me when I say, when you start to really detox yourself, detox your mind from the trauma, you can discover who you are. Thank you so much for listening today, you guys. I hope that this helps you. I hope that, you will continue to pursue healing. I will leave some information in the box below so that you can see some of the guided meditations that I'm using right now to discover who I am and to really ground myself and keep pursuing healing and moving forward. I have not broken contact, and for me that is a huge accomplishment, because this was someone that I used to talk to every day, 4 or 5 times a day, and then I would see him once he got home. So this attachment was deeper than I've ever had with anyone. So I'm really, really happy that I have not broken contact. And I'm really, really happy with the inner peace that I have discovered. I did not think that I was going to be able to find it so soon. I honestly thought that it was going to take months and months. But tomorrow, Thursday, will make 30 days of no contact. And I have accelerated my healing within these 30 days. And I also, I still have moments where I feel furious. I still have moments where I'm crying and I'm wailing and I'm weeping. But after that, once I go through those emotions and release them, I feel so much stronger, and I can just feel my strength every single day. And so with that, I know that if I can do it, you can do it. As always, thank you for listening. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. I have a podcast now on the Anchor app. It will be available on the Apple podcast. It's just not yet right now. But if you would like to listen to my podcast, you can download the Anchor app and listen there at the Soul Print. And as always, thank you for listening once again. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day.